All right. Welcome to Kids Zone, children. I hope all of y'all are excited for this amazing session. We're just about to begin. And we have only 40 kids today. I don't know why. Maybe because many of these boys have gone to do some science magic and you girls are all here to dance. Is everyone excited? Can we have a nice thumbs up in the chat box? If everyone's excited to dance for the pleasure of Krishna? Yes? Yes? Wow, I got only one yes. What about the others? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Can I get some more? Yes. Wow, excited. Can I get some action? All right. So I'm going to introduce you to your teacher. Her name is Shatakshi Goyal. And she's an amazing, beautiful, very pretty teacher. She's going to teach you some lovely dance. All right. And she helps us in GEV. It's going to be Odissi dance. And she's going to do another module with you all. If you like this, we're going to have more of her doing some more classes for us. All right. So let's all get set for dancing. And over to you, Shatakshi Mataji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us. We are very, very happy to have you here. And I hope you have a lovely evening of dance today. And I've chosen Damodarashtakam for all of you since it is Kartik. So I just wanted to go over Damodar Leela once with all of you. I'm sure all of you have heard of it, grew up, reading it in your Krishna book with your mothers. So just really quickly, we're going to be doing the first verse of Damodarashtakam. So I'm going to be reading to you the translation very quickly so that we get acquainted with the verse, the Sanskrit that we will be dancing to. So let's jump right in so that we have enough time. Okay, so the first verse of Damodarashtakam is Namamishwaram Satchid Ananda Rupam. To that Supreme Lord, whose form is the embodiment of eternal existence, knowledge, and bliss, I offer my respectful obeisances. Namam Ishwaram. Nama means to offer our obeisances, Ishwaram, to that Supreme Lord, whose form is the embodiment of Sat, Chit, and Ananda, and whose shark-shaped earrings are swinging to and fro. Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam. Okay, so he is beautifully shining in the divine realm of Gokul. Where? In Gokul. And who, due to the offense of breaking the pot of yogurt that his mother was churning into butter, and then stealing the butter that was kept hanging from a swing, is quickly running from the wooden grinding mortar in fear of Mother Yashoda, but who has been caught from behind by her, who ran after him with greater speed. To that Supreme Lord Sri Damodar, I offer my humble obeisances. So we're going to be covering this very short verse today and trying to perfect it. I cannot see everyone's videos. Mataji, is there a way I can see everyone's videos? Can everyone turn their videos on so that I can see you as well? Okay, I have a few students whose videos are on. Okay. Okay, so let us begin with the choreography. We will start with something called Bhumi Pranam, which is a sequence to offer our respects to Bhumi Devi, upon whose body we will be dancing, followed by a pranam to the Lord, our Guru, and our audience. So I will just go through that sequence with you really quickly once. So I want all of you to come to a Samapada position. I hope all of you can see me from head to toe. So to come to this position where your feet are together and your wrists, your knuckles are on your waist, okay? Straight spine from the top of your head down to your tailbone, down to your heel, one straight line. Okay, from here I want you to step your right foot forward and join with your left, then open to a V-shaped position and release your hip down with a straight spine, come all the way down and then come up all the way, close your toes and again stepping back with your right foot, join with your left in Samapada. Okay, let's do that once more, then we'll learn the hands to go with this. So I'm going to start saying the beat or the rhythm with this so you can get an idea of how this goes. Kadataka gadigina dha, kadataka gadigina dha, kadataka gadigina ta. Ta, thi, na, ka, thi, ni, ta. Ta, thi, na, ka, thi, ni, ta. Okay, now with the hands, let's just learn the hands first by themselves. So we're going to hold this. This is called Pataka Hasta. I hope everyone can hear me. So this is called Pataka Hasta. We're going to be using this right next to our neck, right in front of the sides of our neck, okay? So from here, we're going to open our arms all the way out, shoulder level. So first, going back. So not coming forward, you'll get confused. Going back and open all the way to the sides and come right in front of your chest. Join here, then expand your elbows, lift your elbows up and bring this back. Okay, one more time. So ta, ta, thi, na, ka, thi, ni. Okay, so we're going to join our palms above our head. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like together. Ta, ta, thi. So the palms are joining above our head. So 1, 2, and then bring them down all the way in front of your chest. And then we're going to come down to the floor. On the floor, we're going to hold Pataka Hastas facing each other and then rotate out and then form a Chatura Hasta Mudra and bring it to our eyes and going over our head, lifting from our wrists, opening out and joining our palms once again and in front of our chest. Make sure your elbows are not dropped but lifted. So those are the hands. We'll go through the hands one more time, then we'll put the hands and feet together so that you know the whole Bhumi Pranam sequence. It's very, very simple, very quick, and then we'll dive straight into Damodarashtakam. So the hands once more, opening to the side and above your head, above your forehead, in front of your chest. Then you sit all the way down and you touch the ground. We're not doing the footwork yet, so just showing you the hands, and you rotate outwards. Then you form this Chatura Hasta Mudra and you touch your eyes. Basically, you're taking the dust from the ground, touching your eyes, going over your head, lift from your wrists, again coming out, join the palms in front of your chest and bow. Very good. Okay, are we ready to put this together with the footwork? Let's give it a try. Kadataka gadigina dha, kadataka gadigina dha, kadataka gadigina ta. Ta, thi, na, ka, thi, ni, ta. Ta, thi, na, ka, thi, ni, ta. Okay, so that now that we have learned this whole sequence of Bhumi Pranam, we're going to now learn the first verse of Damodarashtakam. So I'm going to quickly play the music for you so you have some familiarity with the music, and then we'll go through word by word doing the actions. Okay, can everyone just quickly respond to me? I'm just checking in with you over the chat to make sure that you can hear me and see me and you're able to follow along. I'm going to give you a minute to just kind of type and respond to me over chat, and just let me know you can hear me, see me, you're following along. Good, I can see Mrunal, Meera, Hari Bhakti, Mehar, Krishna, Deepa, Vedvati, Anuradha, good, great. I'm so happy to have all of you here. Thank you so much for responding. That's lovely. Okay, are you all excited? Are you all excited to learn this sequence? Good, I'm really excited too. Okay, let's go in. So here's the music. I'm just gonna play it. Bring your ears next to your speakers.
नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले भ्राजमानम् यशोदाभियोनूखलाभावमानं परामृष्टमत्यन्ततो धृत्यगोप्या रुदन्तं मुहुर्नेत्रयुक्तं मृजन्तं कराम्भोजयुग्मेन सातं कनेत्रम् मुहुश्वासकं बद्रिरेखाम्बकण्ठ स्थितग्रैवं दामोदरं भक्तिबद्धम्.
Okay, so this is the first two verses of Damodarashtakam. So let's go in with me speaking the words and gesturing to you. First, we will learn the hands, since they will be simpler. I don't know how many of you have learned classical dance. I've seen that some of you have even learned Basan Pallavi, Odissi. That's wonderful. This is a very, very basic class. So we're going to basically be able to reach out to any students who haven't had any classical training as well. So there's very, very simplified movements, but we want to make an offering to Damodarashtakam, so to Lord Damodar on Damodarashtakam. So we have made a very simple choreography. Okay, so let us begin with the first verse, okay? Nama Mishwaram Satchit Ananda Rupa. So just like with Bhumi Pranam, a very, very simple Nama Mishwaram Satchit Ananda Rupam. Okay, so what are we going to do? So this is what I would do on my right, but I'm going to do the entire song on my left side so that you can look in the camera and completely copy it. So it will be the same side for you. Okay, so we're going to take one step forward with our right foot and join our feet together and our palms above our heads right there. Yes, so Namah Mishwaram and then Satchit Ananda Rupam. So your right hand and left hand, they're both forming Simha Mukha Hastas. For those of you who know classical dance, you will recognize this mudra. Okay, now how am I holding my arms? So my shoulder is in a same line as my elbow. So we understand basic geometry, right? I'm forming a right angle here, the square. And this mudra is not laying down, but it's bent at the wrist. So push your fingers back as much as you can and form a square here. Okay, so this is my right hand. Then my left hand will come between my shoulder and my wrist. If you draw a straight line, shoulder to wrist, right in the middle will sit my second hasta. Okay, now I don't want to turn my shoulder all the way. Keeping my shoulder alignment parallel is if I draw a line from this shoulder to that shoulder, essentially my collarbone, it should be parallel to my back wall. So I shouldn't overturn and form a diagonal line going into the back wall. It should be parallel. So make sure you're not overcrossing the shoulder. Check that. Okay, so now I have perfect alignment. Okay, this is Satchit Ananda Rupam. This is the bhangi we are holding. Yes, correct. Somebody just wrote choke. That's correct. This is the choka arm in Odissi. So now I'm going to then cross my right foot over. So first open both feet in Viprit Mukhapada position and cross your right foot over onto your toes. Make sure your heel is coming straight up. Okay, this is called Dhanupada. So we're going to hold with the correct hand position this mudra here. And for those of you who are a little bit more interested in going advanced, tilt your head to your left side. So this is now a Tribhangi position that Krishna is always standing in. Can you tell me how it's Tribhangi? Tribhangi means bent in 3 places. So the first bend is at my leg, right here. The second bend is at my waist. And the third bend is at my neck. So, Satchidananda, who is that? That's Krishna. In his posture, Tribhangi. Good. Okay, let's put the two together. Namamishwaram Satchidananda Rupam. Okay, good. Did everyone get that? Perfect. Okay, next words. Lasat kundalam, lasat kundalam, meaning his earrings are beautifully shiny. So how are we going to show beautiful shining earrings? Okay, so this is called mukula hasta. It shows small objects. You can show a bud or you can show earrings in this case. So we're saying lasat kundalam gokule. So first lasat kundalam. Okay, so bring your elbows up and these two mukula hastas right next to your face and do a little griva bheda. Griva bheda means neck movement side to side. This is Sundari griva bheda. Okay, for those of you who can do it, apply it here. For those of you who can't, just give it a try. So right and left, right and left. So Krishna's shark-shaped earrings are swinging to and fro like this. Okay, let's put this together with the first two words that we learned. Namah Mishwaram Satchit Ananda Rupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam. Then there will be a little bit of music in which you will complete this part. Where you're saying, within Gokul, that is where he's beautifully shining, within the realm of Gokul. Okay, putting it all together, let's try it with the music just till here. Are we ready to do that? With the music just till here? Can I hear you really quickly on the chat? This is the way I can connect with all of you and know that you're all here and you're all ready to do it with the music. Okay, great, wonderful. Thank you so much for your responses. Okay, let's go back to the music and try this out. So when you're hearing music, this is one thing I want to tell all of you. This is especially the intro music is the time for you to forget every other thing that's happening around you. Ignore all ambient sounds and completely bring all of your attention to the sound vibrations coming from the bhajan that we're about to dance upon. So start absorbing your mind and your hearts into the sound, and you're all devotees, so you already know how to do this, right? We sing bhajans growing up, so you already know how to sing from your heart. Same thing, we want to now dance from our heart, so tune in.
नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले भ्राजमानम् यशोदाभियोन्.
So that is the short phrase that we have learned up until now, just till that much. I'm going to quickly demonstrate till that point for you, and then I'm going to play it a few times for you guys to give it a practice. You can do it along with me, but I'll do it twice. The first time I want you to just watch. Observe very, very keenly. Pick up every single small detail that you can, okay? I'll do it once, and then I'll do it again. Second time, that is the time you can try it along with me.
नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले भ्राजमानम् यशोदाभियोनूखलमण्डितवदनम्
much. Let me do it one more time so that you can do it along with me, get an understanding of the music and how to do it, at what pace to do it along with the music. So we're going to do it a second time, and then I'm going to play the music 2 more times for you guys to give it a try, okay?
नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले भ्राजमानम् यशोदाभियोनूखलाद्धावमानं
I'm going to do it one more time just because I lost balance a little bit on my sari. One more time.
नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले भ्राजमानम् यशोदाभियोनूखलाद्धा.
So, what am I doing for Lasat Kundalam? The Kundalam that I'm showing, I'm taking a step across with my right foot across and shifting my weight onto that leg and then lifting this back leg into something called Meena Puchhapada. This is one of the 33 feet positions in Odissi. And then I'm taking my weight back onto that leg and lifting this leg into a position called Ullolitapada. So I'm hopping forward and backward. Make sure it doesn't look like this. Make it calm, make it graceful. So step into it and pick this leg up, put that one down, and shifting your weight back, then lift this one up, right? 1 and 2. Again, 1 and 2. Okay, now with the hands, it will look like 1 and 2. And 1 and 2. Okay, so what am I doing here? I'm just simply rotating my wrists in and out in Mukula Hasta, right? So 1 and 2. This is a little bit more advanced. It's called, it has the Griva Bheda along with the hands and torso. So if you're not able to do the Griva Bheda yet, you can simply hold your hands here in Mukula Hasta and just do the foot position from Meena Puchha to Ullolitapada. Meena Puchha to Ullolitapada. If you can, add a Griva Bheda with this and a twist in the wrists, okay? Let's do this one more time. So going through it with me speaking, stepping forward with your right foot, extending your arms out, and then joining above your head. So right here, Namamishwaram. Then opening both feet to Vipreet Mukhapada, V-shaped position, shifting your weight onto your left leg and crossing your right leg over. This is holding two Simha Mukha, we're holding a flute, and we tilt your head to the left side, looking to your right. Satchidananda Rupam. And then Lasat. I step forward and pick up my back foot and step back and pick up my right foot. So Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam. So it happens only twice. Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam. One more time. Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam. And then there is a little bit of a musical interlude in which I do this. That's correct. Somebody asked me if this is Suchi Hasta. Yes, this is Suchi Hasta. We open Suchi Hasta like this, leading from my wrists, elbows up, Gokule Brajamanam. So I'm showing where is this beautiful young boy? In Gokula. So I'm showing the beautiful realm of Gokul. So imagine and visualize the beauty of Golok Vrindavan, expanding your hands all the way around. Gokule Brajamanam. Okay, great. So again, let's do it till this point now. With the music once more, I'll do it 2 times. First time, I want you to just keenly observe me. Second time, do it along with me. And then 2 more times, I'm going to play just the music by itself so that you can do it. This is where I was going to play the music by itself. I haven't done that yet for you, but I will do that after I do it 2 more times. Okay, one more time. Hear the music.
नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले भ्राजमानम् यशोदाभियोनुखलद्भावम्.
Okay, I'm going to play the music one more time and do it along with it so that you can now do it with me.
नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले भ्राजमानम् यशोदाभियोनुखलद्भावम्.
Okay, now for a third time, I'm going to play the music only. I won't be doing it with you so that you can get a chance to learn this sequence by yourself and become confident.
Sorry,
1 minute. Let me just play the music from the right spot.
नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले भ्राजमानम् यशोदाभि.
Okay, let's do it one more time. If you forgot anything by any chance in your first try, this is your second chance.
नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले भ्राजमानम् यशोदाभियोनुखल.
Okay, so now that we have learned till this part, this is the first half of the first verse. I want to quickly turn it over to the chat room and ask you guys if you have any questions up until this point. Quickly type them in. I'm going to answer the first 3 questions that I can quickly. So I'm going to give you 1 minute to give me all the questions that you have. Okay, that's great. I'm seeing that there's no questions till this point, so it seems like everyone has figured it out. Wonderful. Okay, we have a few more seconds left. Anyone who has any questions? Okay. Okay. Gokule Brajamanam, is it out or is it into out? So Gokule Brajamanam. So I'm going from inside to out, back to in. I assume you're asking me the hands. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the choreography because we have only 15 minutes left, as Mataji has just notified us once again. So up until this point, one more time. Namamishwaram Satchidananda Rupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam. And I step back and I open my hand to Suchi Hasta and I bring it in front of my chest together. He is situated in Gokul. Now, Yashoda Bhiyo Lukha Ladhavamanam. So, we are here. From here, we open our feet back to repeat Mukhapada position and use this Dhanupada position again. I have repeated this position because we've learned it before. It should be easier to use again. And here, we're going to show Yashoda. So usually in classical Indian dance choreography, whenever we're showing a female character, we show her as if she's holding a veil and masked with a certain demeanor of shyness. So it shows shyness is the beauty of women, especially in the Shastras, right? So here, Yashoda Bhiyu Lukha La Dhavamanam. So Krishna is so scared that he's quickly running away in fear of Mother Yashoda, who's following him behind, holding a stick and running after him with greater speed than he can run away. So because of this, Krishna is very, very scared. So Yashoda, this is called Kataka Hasta Mudra. Okay, so now how do I hold this? For those of you who haven't done it before, join your thumb and your first finger, okay? All the other fingers are closed. So right here. Now open the other fingers like this, Kataka Hasta Mudra, and this mudra is Suchi. So I'm showing the veil of Mother Yashoda, okay? So this is Kataka Hasta Mudra. One more time. There are 3 Kataka Hasta Mudras. 1, 2, and 3. For those of you who already know a different Kataka Hasta Mudra, this is also Kataka Hasta. And we're using this as an application of showing the veil. So now how do I show the veil? So elbows up. This is your left hand, okay? And what you're doing is you're picking up the wrist and you're bringing it out. This hand below the elbow. Okay, so we're right here and we bring the veil out and in. So Yashoda. Now with it there's a neck and an eye movement. Yashoda. And you look out to your, which side is this? Your right side. So Yashoda Bhiyolukha Ladhavamanam. So he's scared. He's very, very scared. Yashoda Maya is about to catch him. So he's running away. So Yashoda Bhiyolukha Ladhavamanam. Let's see what this looks like with some footwork. So let's hear the music. Forward to where we stopped it.
ईश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले भ्राजमानं यशोदाभियोलूखलाद्भावमानं परामृष्टमत्यन्ततो धृत्यगोप्य.
So it's very, very simple, the footwork. So Yashoda, we're reusing this. We've made it very simple, no complication. Yashoda Bhiyolukha, looking out to your right side. Ladhavamanam. So now I take this front foot, make it flat, shift my weight forward, and lift the back heel up, okay? And both of my hands are in Pataka Hasta, and they're facing the right wall. And I'm bending away from these hands. Now make sure you're not really awkwardly bent. Make sure it's very aesthetic. Both elbows are up, Pataka Hastas, to the wall on your right side. And you're just slightly looking away, and you're slightly bent away, out of fear. So one more time. Yashoda Bhiyolukha Ladhavamanam. And next is Paramrishtam Atyanta Todruta Gopya. Very simple. To the left, to the right, and again to the left. And all you're doing with your hands is you're going from one mushti hasta to the other mushti hasta. This hand is simply coming on top. And you have to show fear, abhinaya of fear. Oh my God, she's about to catch me now. This is the fear that Krishna is transcendentally assuming, okay? So, what is the second half? Namamishwaram Satchidananda Rupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Vrajamanam. Music, you do this. Next, Yashoda Bhiyolukha Ladhavamanam Paramrishtam Atyanta Todruta Gopya. She's running so fast that he's being caught from behind. So, Yashoda Bhiyolukha Ladhavamanam, like this. Let us do it with the music once.
Bhavamanam paramrishtamatyantato manam yashodabhiyolukhaladhavamanam paramrishtamatyantato dhrutyagopya udantam mughurne नेत्रम् उहुश्वासकम्प.
So just to expedite it a little bit faster, I'm going to go into the next verse, which is Rudantam Muhurnetram Yugmam Rijantam. So with both hands, he's crying and rubbing his two eyes again and again, like this. And he's crying. So there's a nod with the head. So what we're going to do, you're going to turn your wrists up and down, and you're going to heave along with it. So he's crying and he's expressing it more expressively. He's showing it more. He's crying out of fear and he's showing his mother, I'm really, really scared. So Rudantam Muhur Netra Yugmam Brijantam. With both hands, he's rubbing his eyes. Yugmam Brijantam. So he has two. Satanka Netra. Two eyes. Both eyes, he's crying and rubbing again and again. So let's do that with the music one more time. The feet are very simple. I've made it very, very simple hands also so that everyone can pick it up and experience a sense of being able to dance and express a bhajan. I hope this is something that all of you take away from as a great experience.
स्थितग्रैवं दामोदरं भक्तिबद्धम्.
So let us go over the translation really quickly one more time. So seeing the whipping stick in his mother's hand, he's crying and rubbing his eyes again and again with his two lotus hands. His eyes are filled with fear, and the necklace of pearls around his neck, which is marked with 3 lines like a conch shell, is shaking because of his quick breathing due to crying. To this Supreme Lord Sri Damodar, whose belly is bound not with ropes but his mother's pure love, I offer my humble obeisances. Yes, we're going to do it one more time. Let me rewind it. So this comes 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay, then you form this Kartari Hasta Mudra. For those of you who already have learned Bharatanatyam or Odissi, the first 2 fingers are made into a scissor-like mudra. Okay, so just like how you would show scissors, now you're showing the eyes of Krishna. So his lotus eyes are filled with fear, and you're just showing the beauty of his eyes in this step because you've already shown that he's crying and rubbing his eyes, which are filled with fear, but these 2 eyes are so beautiful as well. So this is what we're expressing with this verse. Okay.
उदन्तं मुहुर्नेत्रयुक्तं मृजन्तं कराम्भोजयुग्मे उदन्तं मुहुर्नेत्रयुक्तं मृजन्तं कराम्भोजयुग्मेन सातं कनेत्रम् उहुश्वासकं पत्रिरेखां प्रकण्ठ स्थितग्रैवं दामोदरं भक्तिबद्धम्.
So while doing this step, you're going to come down to a kneeling sitting position because he's crying and rubbing his hands. He's already caught. So there's no more running, no more walking. So he's crying and rubbing his eyes again and again 3 times, and Kartari Hasta Mudra opens up and shows his eyes, and then you look to the right and then you look to the left, okay, like this. 1 and 2. Then Karam Bhoja Yugvena Satanka Netra Muhushwasha Kampa. So his swasha is kampa, is trembling. His breathing is trembling. So there's a torso movement here called prakampita, in which the torso is going up and down, up and down. Prakampa. Okay, muhushwashakampa. Muhushwashakampa. Let us do it till here.
रुदन्तं मुहुर्नेत्रयुक्तं मृजन्तं कराम्भोजयुग्मेन सातङ्कनेत्रम् मुहुश्वासकं बद्रिरेखां प्रकण्ठ स्थितग्रैवं दामोदरं भक्तिपथम्.
So what am I doing over here? Okay, so Rudantam Muhur Netram Yugma Mrijantam Karam Bhoja Yugmena Satanka Netram Muhushwasha Kampa Trirekhanka Kantha. So his quick breathing due to crying and the necklace of pearls around his neck is shaking around his neck, which is marked with 3 lines. So because we don't have so much time to show every single word with gestures, we're just going to show this 1, 2, and then take your left hand and mark your neck with 3 lines. Muhushwasha Kampa, Trirekhanka Kantha, Sthita Grevam. Sthita means he's again situated. Sthita. So your right hand in Mushti Hasta in front of your chest with a nod. Sthita Grevam, Damodaram, Bhakti Baddham. He's actually bound by the rope of love of his devotees. So Sthita Grevam Damodaram Bhakti Baddham. So he's actually, the posture that we've used here is that he's holding his mother's hands, which are ready to tie him up, and he's crying and looking away. So Rudantam Muhur Netra Yugma Mrijantam Karam Bhoja Yugmena Satanka Netram Muhushwashakampa Trirekhanka Kantha Sthita Greva Damodaram Bhakti Baddham. So this is the end of the first 2 verses of Damodarashtakam. That's all we had time for today in this small crash course session. I hope you enjoyed it and were able to take away something from it. And I hope that you are able to share this with your friends and family, and that you do make dance a part of your life in the future, and you do come to our classes at GEV. If you would like to join, you can message us, contact us on GEV's website, Govardhan Eco Village, and we'd love to train you further. Thank you so much for joining. I hope that this was something that was useful for all of you.
Yes, very much, Shatakshi Mataji. It was lovely. Kids, I hope you liked it. Can we have a nice thumbs up? And thank you to Mataji for spending so much of a lovely time. And she's done a great job with this lovely dance. It was beautiful. So I'm sure all of y'all are waiting for the next session now. So we have, what do we have? Do y'all know? Put it up on the chat box quickly. Everyone knows? Everyone knows what we have. What are we going to do now? Yes. Oh, yes. Vedic story time, of course. So we have Vishal Prabhu now, and he's going to tell you a beautiful story. And you know what, children? We have 2 stories because yesterday you all missed the other one. So we're going to have even Survi Mataji and her sister Vedehi. We're going to tell you more stories. All right. So are we all excited? Can we have a thumbs up? And yes, from all of you. If you're excited, give me a thumbs up. Yes. Wow. Great. Excellent. Over to you, Vishal Prabhu. We can start now. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, kids. Good to be here and see y'all. Okay, now tell me, I know the Damodar month is on and you're excited about that, but just a little before this month was another very special festival. Do you all remember which one was it? Quickly on the chat boxes, what did we just do? before Damodar festival? Oh yes, the Sarah, someone wrote it right. Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to have the next story as the Damodar month story. I'm going to talk about the Sarah. Now, in 30 seconds, kids, quickly tell me, what does the Sarah stand for? What does the Sarah stand for? Quickly, quickly in your chat boxes. What does the Sarah stand for? Good over evil. Yes, victory of end of evil. Very good. Very good. What else? What else? Victory. Good over evil. Okay, okay. Perfect. Yes. So good over evil seems to be the answer that all of you all are saying. Absolutely right. But tell me something. Ravana, the evil one, is Ravana really gone? That is the question I'm going to ask you all today. Ravana, is he really gone? Tell me, kids, is he gone? Okay, I see no, no, no coming in as an answer. Okay. What is the reason that you say that Ravana is not gone? Quickly in your chat boxes, what is the reason that you'll say Ravana is not gone? He is still in our hearts, okay? He's in our mind. You kids are brilliant, I must say. You know, that's exactly what we're going to discuss today. That yes, Ravan, that person has gone, but Ravan was Ravan because of the qualities that he had, and not the good ones, the bad ones. Yeah, Ravan was Ravan because of those bad qualities. And you know, Ravan had 10 heads. Yes, we all know that Ravan had 10 heads. So today we're going to discuss the 10 bad qualities that Mr. Ravan had. And we want to see if we also have those qualities. And if we have those qualities, kids, then how is Ram ever going to enter our hearts? He's not going to come. But we want Ram in our hearts, right? Yes or no? We want Ram in our hearts. Yes. So to get Ram in our hearts, we have to get the Ravana out. And first, we're going to discuss what are these 10 bad qualities that were there in Ravana. And then we're going to see how we're going to ensure that these qualities don't enter us. If they enter us, we stop it. We kick it out of us. All right? Okay. So let's start with the first bad quality that Ravana had. And this one quality is something that we face every day. And you know what it is? Anger. Yes, I can see people typing in the chat box. Perfect. You guys are brilliant. Anger. That is the first bad quality. And we face that every day, you know. Every day we'll see that if some small need of ours is not met for any reason, we get angry and we get horribly angry. We start fighting. Now, isn't it common that, you know, you kids are playing down and whether it's a match of football or cricket, and say in cricket, one team says out, the other team is not out, out, not out, out, not out, and suddenly there is a fight. And what is that? All because of anger. Forget that even within our own houses, don't we experience that you kids spend these days a lot of time with gadgets and mama, papa will come and they'll immediately start, hey, leave your gadget, your eyes will get spoiled. And it is for your good that they're saying that. But typically, what is the reaction most of the time? No, I'm not leaving the gadget, and you get angry and you start fighting, isn't it? So this anger, kids, is something that we have to understand. It actually burns us from within. It spoils, you know, the sensibilities. We don't think right when we're angry. So we have to make sure that we don't get angry. Now, the next bad quality is envy. And what exactly is this envy? You know, it is when suddenly somebody has a good quality and our eyes pop out as soon as we see that good quality in someone. So if someone is a good singer or a dancer, you know, instead of appreciating what that person is, because each God has given us, He made each one of us distinct and unique. So it's not that if someone is a good dancer, I may not be something else. I'll tell you another short story to explain this to you. So, you know, once there was a leopard and an elephant, and both of them were saying, we're number one. And the leopard said, you know what, let's have a race. I'm going to beat you. And the elephant was like, okay, but give me some time to prepare. And then leopard said, fine, let's meet after 1 year. And in this 1 year, that elephant went on a diet, would do running, jogging every day, every possible thing he did to ensure that he can win the race. After 1 month, there was this race. Okay. And on your mark, get set, go. And you know who won? Obviously, the leopard won. And then the elephant was sad. But the elephant made the mistake of comparing the quality that the leopard had and he did not have. Why did the elephant focus on his strength? Now, elephant is the strongest animal, right? Instead of having a running competition, why didn't he think, forget running, I don't want to be a runner. I will focus on the strength and I can lift. He should have focused on that. So that is what we need to see. We don't have to envy others for what they are. If they're good in something, good for them. God has definitely given us something that we need to look within. And if we look within, we will definitely find that good quality. So we don't need to be envious. We need to find our strength and we need to build on that strength and grow in that particular field. Yeah. So we have to make sure that this second dirty head of Ravan goes away from us. And then the third one, which people had typed in, is basically jealousy. So, what is jealousy? When you're not happy when someone is happy, or if someone is at a loss, you're happy. That is what jealousy is. To give you an example, uh, another kid in your building, say he gets a very fancy, BMX or any of these fancy cycles, right, which you don't have. So you're not happy, because he's got that. So that is what is jealousy. And if that cycle gets damaged, or if he falls down and there's a scratch, then you feel happy at his loss. That is what jealousy is. And it unnecessarily burns us. Why should we really bother with what the others have? What the other person has is his destiny. What we have is something that we have earned, right? So we don't need to bother. We don't need to be happy if someone is unhappy or if someone is at a loss. We just have to be calm within. All right. So we have to make sure that this head also goes away of Ravana. And we come to the fourth head of Ravana that made him Ravana. You know, this is being over ambitious. By over ambitious, I mean ambition which crosses the line of ethics. Now, we all know being ambitious is good. Yes, we all want to achieve, we want to be successful. Perfect. But what are the means are we willing to adopt? I want to come first in class. Am I going to study hard or am I going to cheat? That is the question. So, if we're working hard, perfect. We have the right to be ambitious. But if we're going to adopt unfair means, then it's a problem. Then it is going to harm us in the long run. You know. So we have to make sure that we're not going to cross the line of ethics in our ambition. Yes. Now, the fifth quality that he had, which was not good, was that he was provoked very easily. Means he didn't have the ability to tolerate any provocations, or any such situation. Forget that. When there was good advice given by Vibhishan, he was provoked at that also. Vibhishan told him, "You have done something very wrong by kidnapping Sita, who's somebody else's wife. You have other wives. You don't want to marry. If you haven't married her legally. You've kidnapped her. It's not right." And he just got angry and he got frustrated because of that. So if we have those kind of thoughts within us where we can't tolerate provocation, that means again that Ravana is kicking us from within. Now, I'll tell you a simple story, of two neighbors. And so one neighbor was this typical neighbor who would, you know, always make sure that he had some bad remark towards his neighbor. So he was never pleasant. He always had complaints only. And we have plenty such people around us, right? That we see who are always complaining, always sad, always whining. Anything you tell them, they always have something bad to say. So once this friend had come over to this house and they were sitting in the garden, and suddenly his neighbor crossed by, and then he had his line of complaint. Are your car was parked wrongly? you dumped garbage outside, you did this, you did that. So he had a long list of complaints and he landed up saying various bad things and he went away. Now this friend who was sitting was shocked. He said, "Arey yaar, tera neighbor tere ko itna sa bol ke gaya and you're sitting quietly. You haven't reacted." And this man was very calm. He just smiled and he told him, "You know what?" He removed 10,000 rupees from his pocket and he gave it to him. He said, "Ye le 10,000 rupees." And his friend said, "No, no, I don't want. You keep it. You keep it." He said, "No, no, you take it. You take it." He said, "No, boss, I don't want it." And then this friend smiled and he said, "I gave you 10,000. You didn't take it, right? So who is the money with?" He said, "Obviously, the money is with you." He said, "I do exactly the same thing. When this neighbor of mine says all wrong things, bad things, blah, 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 I just don't take it. So if I don't take it, it is not within me. If it's not within me, I am not provoked or I am not affected." That is the best way to stay calm, by just not getting affected. And his friend understood. He said, "Boss, sahi hai, good idea." And that's what he learned. So that is another bad quality that we need to avoid, kids. Uh, another bad quality, sorry, before we come to the good ones. Another bad quality that Ravan had was that he was always very insecure. He had so much of money, so much of fame, so much of power, but he just was always insecure. Now, what is this insecurity? This insecurity essentially is, if within our hearts we are asked, we keep getting this question, what if? If that question comes within our hearts, what if I fall? What if I lose this? What if I fail? What if I don't win? What if that? What if this? So, if this quality of what if keeps coming within our heart, it means we are insecure. So, whenever this what if comes now, usko side mein rakho. Don't bother about that what if. Yeah, just make sure that what if doesn't come. It makes you insecure. And if you're insecure, you're very anxious. So, we have to make sure we get that out. Now, the second bad quality that he had was lust. And this lust is essentially wanting what others have. So, his cousin brother Kubera, he had the Pushpak Viman, he didn't have. He just wanted it, he snatched it away. Now, Sita was very beautiful. And when when Surpnakha told him about Sita, he just wanted her. He went and he kidnapped her. That is what lust is. Wanting something which is not yours, it's somebody else's property. You have no right over it. That is what we need to avoid. किसी के पास कुछ है, मुझे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता, मेरे पास, I am happy with what I have. The next quality is similar on those lines, which is essentially greed. Greed क्या होता है? Greed ये होता है कि मुझे सब कुछ चाहिए. किसी के पास जो है मुझे वो चाहिए. So give you an example. कोई स्कूल में अच्छे बैग लेके आया, अच्छा वीडियो गेम लेके आया और मेरे पास नहीं है, मुझे वो चाहिए. That is what greed is. I want the other person's resources. That is greed. And greed is terrible. ये सब कुछ चाहिए वाला है ना, अपने दिल से हमें निकालना है. क्योंकि हमें राम अंदर चाहिए, रावण नहीं चाहिए. और अगर राम चाहिए तो फिर ग्रीड को नहीं होना चाहिए. The ninth bad quality that Ravan had was, of course, pride. He was always, "I am Ravan, Trilokpati," and he was so proud of himself. And we all know, kids, pride comes before a fall. Yes, of course it does. And that's exactly what happened to Ravan. Pride came before his fall. So, what exactly is this pride that we experience in our day-to-day lives? To give you an example, someone is made the class monitor. So you have a position which is higher than the others. And instead of using that for an advantage, you just become proud of what you have. So you're bossing over the others. Hey, sit straight. Hey, I'll complain to the teacher. Oh, I'll do this. And you're talking out of authority. That is what pride is. But if you use that same position to communicate sweetly, that look, don't talk, we don't need to make noise. We can't disturb the other class around. If so, that is humility. And if you're using the powers that you have to your advantage or to dominate over others, that is pride. Okay. So we need to avoid that. And then the last bad head of Ravan is illusion. You know what illusion means? Illusion means You're under this false impression that I am everything, and I am bigger than anything else. That I is bigger than anything else. That is the illusion that you have, or I have, or all of us have. And you know why? Because we are actually so insignificant. Now, if you've ever gone to Nehru Planetarium, have you all kids, have you all ever gone to Nehru Planetarium? Type in the chat box. Yes or no? Yes, some kids have gone. Okay. So when you go to Nehru Planetarium, you see the stars and you see this entire universe and you see those millions and billions of stars. So those are planets, and there are billions and billions of planets. Earth is just one of the planets. And on this planet Earth, there are billions of living entities, birds, reptiles, aquatics, humans. We are just one insignificant living being. And we think ourselves to be the most important. भाई मैंने बोल दिया मतलब होना चाहिए. मेरे को तो ये चाहिए. That doesn't work. That is the illusion that even Ravan had. He thought no end of himself, but actually, what happened? Ultimately, he was killed. So, kids, these 10 bad qualities that we have within us, which keep coming, it's not that it's always there, but these 10 bad qualities that keep coming within our hearts is what we need to get out. When Ravan goes out, that's when Ram comes in. And we all want Ram Rajya in our hearts, right? Don't we want Ram Rajya? Quickly in the chat box, yes or no, Ram Rajya chahiye ki nahi hame? Yes, we want it. Yes, thank you, Upendra. Thank you, Radha. Yes, we want it. So I'm going to tell you all one quick solution that I believe can establish Ram Rajya in all our hearts. And that one quick solution is actually a very simple solution. It is called satisfaction. Yes, satisfaction. That's the solution that can get rid of all these evil heads of Ravana. If we are satisfied, we have to be satisfied with who we are, what we have, what we can do, and what we can't do. It's fine. If we are satisfied, kids, we are going to make sure that Ravan is out. And whenever these bad qualities, they start kicking from within, suppress them then and there. If you suppress it, there's a good dog and bad dog inside us. So if we feed the good dog and suppress the bad dog, be rest assured, Ram is going to enter your hearts. And today, in this auspicious Damodar month, let us all make this promise towards us that we're going to make sure that we suppress and kill the Ravan and have the Ram Rajya within us. And it's going to be possible. All we have to do is try our best. Because if we try our best, Krishna will do the rest. So why should we be worried, right? That we'll leave on Krishna. Do you all agree or do you all don't agree? Quickly in the chat boxes. So today, are we going to take a promise, give ourselves a promise? When we meet next time at Diwali, I'm going to ask all of you all, huh? When we meet for Diwali, I will ask all of you, Aditya, Krishna, I'm going to ask all of you, have you all managed to suppress Ravan or not? And particularly that anger, because today, anger is something that I see everywhere in you kids, 9, 10-year-olds. What are you all getting angry for? Relax, relax, okay? So Hari Bol, thank you so much. Have a wonderful Kartik month. God bless you all. And
Thank
see you
you,
all at Diwali.
Vishal Prabhu. That was amazing. Yes, we need to get that anger off soon. So all the children are going to do that. Yes, thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you,
Thank you, Hari Bol.
Prabhuji. That was a lovely presentation. Now we have some more stories and some more things coming up. So we welcome Surbi Mataji. Surbi Mataji, are you ready to go?
Hare, yes, Mataji, absolutely.
Okay, the Surbi Mataji is our teacher in ISKCON Chapati Fun School, and she teaches so many kids like all of you. And children, she also teaching Sanskrit to many kids. So if you want to learn Sanskrit, then you can get in touch with Surbi Mataji. We're going to put up details on the chat box and on our groups very soon. So we also have Vedehi Mataji here. Are you there also, Vedehi Mataji?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna everyone, I'm here.
Okay, so over to both of you to have a lovely session with the kids on different stories. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Okay, so Hare Krishna, Hari Bol, everyone. So thanks to Vishal Prabhu for such nice way of telling you how to get rid of the bad qualities from our hearts, like the bad qualities that Ravan had. And he gave a very nice solution also. So that was about the last month. And now we are in this month of Kartik. I'm sure you all know that it is extremely, the most auspicious month of all months. We wait for 11 months for this month. So it's also called Damodar Mas. So, sometimes I wonder, why is it called Damodar Mas? Why is it called Kartik month? And why is it so special? Like, why is it dear to Krishna so much? So today we are here to tell you 25 reasons why this month is so special. So you all want to know? Just put it on the chat box. Who wants to know the 25 reasons why this month is so special? Okay, so let's just get started. Over to you, Vaidehi Mataji.
Hare Krishna, everybody. So yes, you heard about the good qualities and the bad qualities and what Dashera teaches us. So this Kartik month, which comes after Dashera, is an opportunity for you all to apply what you have just learned. Okay, so why this is an opportunity? Because Lord Krishna is particularly benevolent and merciful in this particular month. Why is it so? That he is so benevolent in this month, he's so merciful. It is because he's very happy in this month. What happens with our parents? When they are happy, they will give us everything without even asking, isn't it? And even when the Lord Krishna is also like that also. When he's happy, he gives us everything. And this is the time when he's really happy. So what happens? There are 3 stages in our life. There are certain do's, there are certain don'ts, and finally we get the results, right? So how is it that we can make our parents happy? By following the do's and don'ts. Similarly, how we can make Krishna happy? Again, by following certain do's and avoiding certain don'ts. Now let's see why this month is so. Why when the person is already happy, he will give us even when you don't follow something. Okay. So why Krishna is so happy? Because the presiding deity of this month is Radharani, and Radharani is so dear to Krishna. We all know, and there are so many important things that are happening in this month. Okay. First of all, before we get to what are those 25 things that happen during this month, we will know why this month is called Kartik month. Can anybody tell in the chat box that why is it called Kartik month? It is because Radharani is the presiding deity of this month, and Radharani's another name, because of her mother, which is Kirtida Sundari, she is called Kartika Devi. So from Kartika, the month is Kartik month. And why Damodar Mas? Because in this month, the very, very beautiful Damodar Leela had happened. Okay, so it is called Damodar month also. Okay, so now we get back to the 25 things that are happening in this month. The first is Gopi Geet. Now we know how loving relation Krishna shares with all the gopis. And do we also, when we love somebody, when we love people, we write for them? Similarly, gopis had written a beautiful song for Krishna in this month. And this is the time when they had sung the song. The song is famous as the Gopi Geet. Okay? So in this Kartik month, the Gopi Geet is sung. Another Leela that we all know very well is the Govardhan Leela. Okay? Govardhan Leela, when Krishna was just 7 years old, he had picked up Govardhan Parvat to save all the Govardhan Vasis from the wrath of Lord Indra. Okay? And for 7 days he had picked up Govardhan Parvat. 7 days and 7 nights.
The third is Gopashtami. All of us might not know about this Gopashtami. The story goes like this. When Krishna was small, when he had just entered the age of 6, at the age of 1 to 5, he was a Kumar, okay? And then when he was 6, when he was till 5, he was given very small calves, to graze around in the garden and fields. Then when he was 6, he said that to Mata Yashoda that I am going to take big cows from now on. But Mata Yashoda loved him so much. She was so possessive about Krishna. What she said, no, you cannot take such big cows. You will have to wait to grow up little more. But Krishna, he was adamant that no, I am going to take big cows now. So Mata Yashoda said that to start something special, you must have an auspicious time. But for Krishna, every day is auspicious, but still, he always obeyed his mother. So he said, okay, let us ask the Panditji what is the auspicious time. So Gargacharya came and he said the next day, which is Gopashtami itself, is a very auspicious day. But then again, Mata Yashoda, her heart was so gentle. She said, I still cannot allow you to go because you have such soft feet. How are you going to walk on the streets of Vrindavan? How your feet are going to take that? So I will get you some shoes, then only can you go. But Krishna said, okay, I will get the shoes, but what about thou, Bhaiya? And what about those cows? Even they will bear the stones. They also need shoes. So again, she was just playing. She was giving excuses so that Krishna could stay. But Krishna had made his mind to go. Then he said, then Mata Yashoda, you should also get shoes for the cows, which was not possible. So finally, Mata Yashoda had to give up. And then it was decided on Gopashtami that now you can go and take big cows with you. When Radharani got to know this, then she also wanted to go. So on this special occasion, when Krishna had started to go, is celebrated as Gopashtami. The fourth thing is Narkasur and Bhaumasur. So this Narkasur was, do we all know that story when Lord Krishna had incarnated as one avatar when he had taken earth from the water? At that time, he had a son, Narkasur. Now, although he was Krishna's son only, but by chance he was little demoness. So Krishna had come to kill him, and he had 16,100 princesses. He had kidnapped those. So Krishna killed this Asur and released those all princesses and married them. Another one is the story of Radha Kund and Sham Kund. Once what happened, and there's another story, there was a Asur called as Arishtasur. It had a shape of a bull, okay? It is called Arishtasur. Krishna killed it. So when Radharani came to know about this, that Krishna had killed a demon which looked like a bull. So bulls and cows, they are very holy. They are considered to be very holy. So the Radharani got a little upset that Krishna, you did not do a right thing to kill such a demon. Maybe he was a demon, but at least he looked like this bull. So Radharani told Krishna that you should purify yourself. Krishna was little perplexed that even by killing an Asur, should I really purify myself? But because he can never deny what Radharani says, so he had to purify himself. So Radharani said that you should bring the water from all the holy rivers and take a dip in that water, then only can you purify yourself. Then what Krishna did, with his nail, he did the earth and asked all the rivers to come into that hole. And that made the formation of the Sham Kund. Now, in return, what Krishna said to Radharani, Krishna said that you have blamed me when I did not do any wrong, and yet you blamed me. Then you should also purify yourself, because you have done the sin of blaming somebody who has not done anything bad. So you should also take bath in holy rivers. So that led to the formation of Radha Kund. All these are, when we go for Govardhan Parikrama, we get to see those Kund, Radha Kund and Sham Kund. Okay. Then this is Bahulashtami. There was a cow named Bahula, and that is celebrated as Bahulashtami. Okay, this story I think everyone knows, that in this month we celebrate the homecoming of Lord Ram, when he had come after exile of 14 years. Then we celebrate the festival as Deepavali, which also comes in the month of Kartik, again making it all the more auspicious. Okay, we won't go into these details, but because we all know about Deepavali festival. Then this Bali Vaman Leela. Vaman Avatar, we know it is also another incarnation of Lord Krishna, when he had taken the earth, and the third step he had asked, where should I keep my third step? Then Raja Bali asked to put his foot on his head. That is the Bali Vaman Leela, which had also happened in Kartik Mas. Okay, the ninth thing is Tulsi Shaligram Vivaha. We know Tulsi Maharani, she was married to Shaligram. This wedding also takes place in this month. Okay. Then Lakshmi Pujan. On Deepavali, we all do Lakshmi Pujan at home. And you know what? This Lakshmi ji, where had she come from? She had come from, we know that story? Yes? Can somebody tell us in the chat box? I'm waiting for somebody to write. She had come from the Manthan. Okay, she had come from the Manthan. This Manthan had also taken place in Kartik month. So we do Lakshmi Pujan also in this month. Dhanteras. Again, there are so many things that had come out from this Manthan. One of those was another incarnation of Lord Krishna only. It was Lord Dhanvantri. He is the Lord of medicine. Okay, Lord of Ayurvedic medicine is Dhanvantri only. And he had also come out from the Samudra Manthan. Okay, in the last picture, we see this Parvat, and on a tortoise shaped, which is also another avatar of Krishna, Kurma avatar. He is on Kurma's back, is the Mandrachal is balanced. Okay, and from that, so many things had come out. The demons and the devs, they were fighting. Yes. The 12th thing is Tulsi, appearance day of the Tulsi. What had happened when Lord Dhanvantri he had cried because of this fight between the demons and devtas. So his tears, when they had fallen on earth, that led to the appearance of Tulsi. Because the Manthan had taken place in the Kartik month, so that becomes the appearance of Lakshmi ji. Lakshmi Pujan takes place, Dhanvantri celebration, and Tulsi appearance day. Okay. Then there was a horse demon, the Keshi demon. This also, Lord Krishna had killed the Keshi demon also in this month. There was a bat demon, Vyyomasur. That was also killed in this month. There are so many things happening in this one month only. Okay. Now, Kansa, Lord killing the Kansa, that is also in the Kartik month. We all know Kansa, he was Krishna's mama. Yes, maternal uncle. And this story also we had known, that Akrur had come to invite Krishna. Then he had killed Kansa. There's a story of Amrish Maharaj. I'll tell you a little fast. Amrish Maharaj, he was a very, very big devotee of Lord Krishna. Once he was fasting for Ekadashi, and he was waiting for a sage, Durvasa. So while he was waiting, Lord Durvasa took a little longer time to take bath. Okay, he had gone for a bath. He was taking longer. So he had to break his fast, because it is very important that if you do Ekadashi, it has to be you have to break the fast at a very particular time, at an auspicious time. So he had consulted a lot of people that how should I break my fast, because without Durvasa Muni coming, without that sage coming, he did not want to eat without him, because we always wait for our guests. Now, whenever somebody comes to our home, we wait for our guest, then only we eat. We don't eat before our guest. So he also wanted to wait for Durvasa Muni, but he was bound because he had to break his fast. So he consulted a lot of people. They told him that he should just take a leaf of tulsi so he can break his fast. He took that, and with jal, okay, with water, he took tulsi. But Durvasa Muni, he had a very short temper. Just we also learned now from the bad qualities. He had that bad quality of very short temper. So he got angry and he cursed Amrish Maharaj. Then when Amrish Maharaj was cursed, he apologized to Durvasa Muni, but then he had his own temper. Then Lord Krishna, he got angry because Amrish Maharaj was his devotee. And what is with Krishna, that he can bear, if you do something bad to Krishna, he can still bear. But if you do something bad to his devotees, he can just not bear it. So he left his disc, Sudarshan Chakra, he left Sudarshan Chakra for Durvasa Muni, and Durvasa Muni had to run all over. In all the 3 loks, he had to run. Finally, he had to come to Amrish Maharaj for his deeds. And Amrish Maharaj, because he was a devotee, he had a very big heart. He said, please, to Lord Krishna, that please forgive him. And finally, he kept the quality of a devotee of forgiving everyone. So this story also happened in Kartik month. Bhishma Panchak. See, what happens in the, we all know that Bhishma laid on a bed of arrows for 6 months, to repent for all the bad doings that he did. He wanted to leave at a very auspicious time. So he laid on the bed of arrows for 6 months. And the last 5 days, when he had to leave his body, is celebrated as Bhishma Panchak. And even if we cannot fast for the entire 30 days in Kartik month, then the last 5 days, we must fast, and that is all known as Bhishma Panchak. And that fasting is very difficult. Maybe for young children like you, it is not so important. But when you grow up, then you can still think of fasting that way. Okay. The 18th reason why this month is so important is that Radha Rani was coronated as Vrindavaneshwari. She was given the title of the Queen of Vrindavan in Damodar Mas. All right. Then Govind Kunda. When we know about Govardhan Leela, when Lord Indra came to know that, yes, I have done very bad. He had a feeling that he had done very bad by, causing so much of difficulty and pain to all the Vasis, by showering so much of rain. So he apologized, and he came, this picture that you see is Eravat elephant. The elephant's name is Eravat, and the cow here is Surabhi cow. So they showered Krishna with the water and Surabhi cow with milk. And that, when he was showered with this water and milk, led to the formation of Govind Kunda. So this was apology of Indra to Krishna, and Govind Kunda was formed in this way. Then Devutni Ekadashi. Lord Vishnu sleeps for 4 months, and then when Devtas, they become very upset that Lord has been sleeping, although he doesn't sleep. He's actually Yoga Nidra. Okay. Lord never sleeps, we all know that, but he is in Yoga Nidra. And when he gets up, he leaves that Yoga Nidra, that is celebrated as Dev Utni Ekadashi, which comes in the Kartik month only. Then Matsya Avatar, the fish avatar, that avatar also happens in Kartik month. Srila Prabhupada had disappeared. That means he had left his body. He has not left us yet, but he had left his body in this particular month. And with people with great souls like Srila Prabhupada, appearance and disappearance, both are a matter of celebration. Yes? So he had disappeared in this particular month. Then there is a story, the special pastime in Golok. It so happened that Radharani had asked Krishna to come for certain thing at a particular time, but Krishna, because of his some engagements, got late. Radharani got very upset that Krishna, why are you late? We also get upset, no? When we call someone and that person gets late, then we get a little upset that why you are not on time. Similarly, Radharani was also upset. She asked Krishna, why you are late? Krishna started to give some reasons that I was engaged in this, I was engaged in that, but Radharani was not ready to listen to any of those things. She said that now I will tie you. So this pastime, Lord Krishna wears a golden belt around his waist. So Radharani took that golden belt and tried to tie him with that belt. So this pastime is called Radha Damodar Leela. This we know the one is Yashoda Damodar Leela and one is this Radha Damodar Leela, which is a special pastime. Only a very few souls who are very, very blessed happen to hear this. It is actually a matter of, great fortune that we are able to hear those special stories. Then this one is Yashoda Damodar Leela, which I think we all know. And you have already heard that Damodarashtakam in the class. So this Leela, you all know very beautifully. You had been explained this, okay? Then Radha Damodar deities. I think few of you must be knowing Rupa Goswami and Jiva Goswami. So these deities were given to Jiva Goswami by Rupa Goswami in this month. So these are the 25 special things. There are many more, but we have discussed these 25 special things that have happened in this Damodar Mass. And there are many more, which are, I think we have to discuss a few more things. So these are certain more things that has been happening in this month. Now, Surbhi Mataji will tell you that how we can make use of this special month, okay?
Okay, so well, you all came to know about the 25 reasons why this month is so special. Now I'll tell you what you can do to make this month even more special for yourself. Okay, so the first thing is get up early. As Srila Prabhupada has always been saying that if you want spiritual growth, the first thing you should do is get up early. Whatever time you all are getting up, just try to push it to little half an hour to 45 minutes more. Then the second thing is Mangala Darshan, the morning darshan of the deities. Since because of the lockdown, we can't go out, so we can do it on the phone. We can do it in the temples, at our places, at our homes. We can do it there. Then lighting a lamp. So I'm sure most of you all must be doing by singing Damodarashtakam and lighting the lamp in front of the deities. Every day, morning and evening, we should try to do that. Then you should serve a Vaishnava. So the first Vaishnava that you should all serve are your parents. They are indeed Vaishnavas, and the best thing you can do is to serve them at your best possible extent. Then you should increase your rounds. Suppose you're chanting 2 rounds or 3 rounds. So for this special month, you should take a vow to increase your round by either 1 or 2 number. Whatever rounds you're chanting, you can increase your number by 1 or 2. Then is Tulsi Seva. I'm sure this also your mothers, your parents must be doing at home. So you can also be a part of it by serving Tulsi Maharani in this month by lighting the diya in front of her. Then is Flower Seva. This you can make for your deities at home. You can make small garlands, or you can just serve. If you don't know how to make garlands, you can just serve the flowers like that only to your deities. Then is cow seva. If you happen to see a cow, or if you have a cow nearby in your locality, then you can serve a cow by giving her some food, or just by touching them or hugging a cow. Any way, any which way you can serve cow. Then is sing Damodarashtakam. If not 2 times, you can try singing it 1 time, either in the evening or in the morning, by lighting a lamp in front of the deities and sing Damodarashtakam. I'm sure most of you all must know it. I'm sure. And then is reading one verse of Srimad Bhagavatam every day. If not like big, but yes, one verse. If you all can make it, you can try reading one verse of Srimad Bhagavatam every day. So these are the 10 basic things that you can try doing in this month. And this will really give you a very nice feeling. It will energize you spiritually to another level. So this was about it. If now we have a few set of questions for you. So you all can write it in the chat box. We will be seeing your replies. Yes. So the first question is, what is the name? It's a very easy question. So let's start with easy things, okay? But I'm sure you all are very intelligent. All the questions are probably easy for you. So what is the name of Radharani's mother? Yes, yes. What is the name of Radharani's mother? Yes, that's Kirtida. Kirtida Sundari. Yes. Anuradha Mataji has written it well. Yeah, very well. Many people have written. Okay. So the next question is, you have to write the 3 names of Radharani which we discussed today. 3 names of Radharani. Yes, on the chat box, please. Who remembers 3 names that we did today? She is coronated as someone in this month.
We got an answer from
Oh yes,
Sandhya Sheets.
Okay. Oh my chat was not very well. So it is Vrindavaneshwari, Radhika and Kartika.
Let me add another name. She's also called Urjeshwari.
Yeah.
Okay, because she is the the goddess of energy. So she's Urjeshwari.
All the energy of the world emanates from her, comes from her. Urja means energy. That's why she's called Urjaneshwari. Okay, so the next question is, for how many days did Krishna hold Govardhan?
That's quite easy, yeah?
Yes, very well. Many have answered it, yeah. How many wives did Narkasur have? That's also easy.
Very good. Naman Pandey, he got it right. Then we have Meera. Almost close, yeah.
So the correct answer, let me tell you, that is 16,100. Yeah. Yes, Mataji? Please write your doubt, Anuradha Mataji.
Sadhya Dipaksha.
Mataji, we can take the questions in the last maybe. Yeah? Okay. After killing which demon did Radharani ask Lord Krishna to purify himself? Naman, you can leave the meeting if you want to go somewhere. No need to write it in the chat box, please. Arishthasur, very well. Superb. Okay, which avatar of Lord Krishna balanced the Mandirachal Parvat on his back? I'll repeat the question. Which avatar of Lord Krishna, which incarnation of Lord Krishna balanced the Mandrachal Parvat? Yes, Kurm avatar. Very well. That's the Kurm avatar. Okay,
You are so intelligent. We are so happy to have you all.
really, it's amazing doing this with you all. How did Tulsi Maharani appear on earth? How did Tulsi Maharani appear on earth? You can write in just 3-4 words. No, not in a lotus. Radharani came in a lotus through the tears of Dhanvantari. Very well.
Yeah.
Upananda, very well. Through the tears of Dhanvantari. Okay, what is the name of the bat demon that was killed in the Kartik month? The bat demon. Vyomasur. Very well. That's Vyomasur. Perfectly all right. Yeah. Okay, which sage did Amrish Maharaj upset on the day of Ekadashi? Since you've all answered that, it's a very easy question for you. Yeah, Durvasa Rishi. Okay. Which cow's milk was used in the making of Govind Kund? Yeah. Very well. Okay, absolutely. Absolutely. So this was about the questions. We hope that you all enjoyed listening to the stories, enjoyed listening to the reasons, and how you all can make your month special by adding few things in your routine. Now, if
Great.
anyone has,
Yes,
yes, my
yes,
name
yes.
is
Go
Surabhi.
on.
So if anyone has any doubt, so like Anuradha Mataji was raising her hand, we will try to help you. Sure, we'll try to help you. Yes, Mataji, you can write it on the chat box.
So children, I hope you had an amazing session with Surbi Mataji and Vaidehi Mataji. So if you all have really loved this session, I'm going to unmute all of you and you all have to say a nice Haribol and a thank you to them. And we'll see you all tomorrow at 4:30. So please be on time for some more sessions. So here you go. Please say a lovely Haribol and thank you to all of them. Thank you. Haribol. 1, 2, and 3.
Thank you, everyone.
Wow, that was a lovely session. Thank you, both of you. It was
Thank you.
beautifully presented. I'm sure the kids loved it. So looking forward to seeing all the children tomorrow. Please log in and get onto the group and check the links. And we're going to have many more things, information on the group. So please stay tuned on the group. All right. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Hari Bol. Thank you.